What is going on, everyone? Thank you all for watching my video today. Now, I'm sure you might be wondering why you can't see my face, why your screen is completely black today, why there's no light to be found. Well, I've been going through a lot lately in my life, and I thought this was a perfect time to do some meditating, to just reflect, take some time, and go on a little darkness retreat for a few days. So I wanted to take some time during my retreat here to make a video and give my thoughts on one of the many things I've been thinking of over my time shrouded in darkness over the past few days, and that is the current situation of the Green Bay Packers and their longtime franchise quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. As you all know, I am a huge Green Bay Packers fan. I am a guy who loves me some Aaron Rodgers. I got the jerseys, I got the posters back home. I ride for him, I defend him on Twitter, all 9 yards. But here's the thing, Aaron Rodgers, his behavior over the past 3 years is not the Aaron Rodgers behavior that we used to see. Now, Aaron Rodgers can say that isn't the case, and I just think he's wrong. But that doesn't mean, just because he's different doesn't mean it's bad. I have been very happy with Aaron Rodgers for the most part over the past few seasons. Obviously, he had his two back-to-back MVP seasons. He not turned his career around. He's never bad, but he got back to MVP level form with Matt LaFleur in the 2020 and 2021 seasons. And the Packers, they were playing great. You had Davante Adams. We made some NFC title games, yada, yada. You know the whole story. Now, the whole thing with Aaron Rodgers was after we drafted Jordan Love, it was like, well, Aaron Rodgers, maybe want to leave. He was butting heads with Brian Gutekunst, our GM. And it was like, what's going to happen? Aaron Rodgers' contract's coming to a close soon. Will he ask a trade to the 49ers? Will he ask for a trade to Denver? What happened was Aaron Rodgers said the 2021 season, they kind of built it up as a potential, last ride for him in Green Bay. We lose to the 49ers in the playoffs in that ridiculous game where the special teams collapsed. And it was like, okay, what's going to happen here? Aaron Rodgers chose to re-sign with the Packers. He chose to take a big contract, very front-loaded, paying him close to $50 million a year, if not at that. Lots of guaranteed money for him. And at the time, I was very happy with this move because, we had spent the previous year being like, we can't lose Aaron Rodgers. He's playing at an MVP level. We're Super Bowl contenders. We're in the conversation. We can't throw it all away for Jordan Love, who, even if he was kind of good, he's never going to be as good as Aaron Rodgers. We can't give up this potential run. So I was one of many Packers fans who was saying, yeah, give Rodgers whatever money he wants. I was of the belief that he could play into his mid-40s just like Tom Brady. It seemed like he had the effort, the talent to do so because he had, like I said, was coming off 2 MVPs. We trade Davante Adams, get some picks back, clear some cap space. Well, not really clear cap space because we were already way under the cap anyway. But, Davante Adams chose to go to the Raiders. It is what it is. So we retool. We draft Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson. Christian Watson worked out amazingly. I still think Romeo Doubs will have a nice, solid career in Green Bay as well. He showed some real flashes. Obviously, the Packers' season last year didn't work out the way we wanted. We kind of rallied late in the year despite some bad coaching, some bad defense, injuries. Still, and Aaron Rodgers also having a bit of a down year for his standards. But we rallied, but then, of course, lose to the Lions. When it looks like the Packers are going to make the playoffs, then they lose the game they have to win, right? So now we're at the offseason, and it just, I think it has to be time. This is why this is tough to say, but after doing my reflecting in the dark here, I just think that as a Packers fan, I'm ready to move on from Aaron Rodgers. And it's not because I don't like the guy. I'm very thankful that I got to grow up watching him play football, got to grow up watching the Packers compete at a high level almost every season, got to watch one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever do it. But at this point in the Packers, where they stand as a roster, where we stand as a team, this is not a Super Bowl team. There is no pathway that the 2023 Green Bay Packers will compete for a Super Bowl. There's just no path. So why would we pay a near 40-year-old quarterback huge maximum $50 million when we have a quarterback we spent a first-round pick on who still has 2 more years on his rookie deal that we need to see if he has what it takes to be our star of the future We need to implement Jordan Love as the starter, in my opinion. We need to rebuild. We need to build around the young guys. We need to restore the defense. And, I guess we're not firing Joe Barry as defensive coordinator, which is unfortunate, but that further proves why this Packers team is not ready to compete for a Super Bowl in the near future. So in my opinion, that means we need to rebuild, retool, take a year or 2 or 3, even 3 years to get back to a playoff Super Bowl caliber roster. So that makes me think it's time to trade Aaron Rodgers. I'm ready to accept that as a Packers fan, which is funny because there's so many. You could probably go on my YouTube channel here over the past 2 years. There's probably so many videos of me saying where that's the last thing the Packers should or will do. But I think that's where they have to be. I'm also sick and tired of Aaron Rodgers. I mean, obviously at this point in the video, you guys know I'm mocking him here with my little, darkness room here. But just what are we supposed to take from Aaron Rodgers saying, I'm going on a 4-day darkness meditation, and I'm going to know what I want to do for the 2023 season after I come out of it. So what? He's going to sit in the dark for 4 days, and then he's going to come out of it and be like, I've decided I want to stay with the Packers. I've decided I want to trade to the Jets. I decided I'm going to retire. Like, he already... I just feel like he's drumming up attention. And some people would say he's always done that, but it's definitely been amplified over the past year or two, I would say. I mean, I don't know. I think he already knows what he wants. I think the Packers... I mean, all signs are pointing towards a divorce here. I don't really see a world where Aaron Rodgers is on the Packers next season, because I think he was still good enough this year that a team like the Jets or even a team like, I don't know, maybe like Tampa, or that would take a lot. But, I mean, maybe he goes to the Raiders and reunites with Devontae. It's all in play. So it just depends on what team wants to take the salary and what team wants to cough up some draft picks. But I don't know. It's frustrating because I already lost Brett Favre to his actions down in Mississippi. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is as bad as that by any means. But I don't know. As he's aged here, he's gotten weird. He's gotten a little annoying. I'm ready to admit that. They don't need that, especially if we're going to be rebuilding anymore. So I don't know. That's just my acceptance of where I stand with Aaron Rodgers. I think the Packers need to go in a different direction. They need to let the Lions take control of that division. Let the Lions have a turn. Beaten down on the Vikings and the Bears, because the Packers' time, at least in the short term, I think is over. So I wouldn't be rooting against Aaron Rodgers if he goes to a new team. I hope he finds success there, but I don't know. I just think his antics, I was willing to tolerate them when he was playing at an MVP level, but as a fan, I kind of want him to move on now. So that's all I got to say. Thank you guys for watching my video tonight, or I guess listening to the video. I apologize, but I'm in deep meditation right now. So thank you all for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. And other than that, go Packers. Have a great rest of your night.